Yesterday, when I was looking at that poster for Star Wars Episode 9 that's been going around, I noticed that Rose Tico wasn't in the poster at all, and thought, well, that doesn't necessarily mean she's not in the film, even if the poster is legit. But I've just had a little look at IMDb to see if she's in the cast and crew, and yes, she is listed on IMDb as actually being part of Star Wars Episode 9. But I did notice something else that I thought was a bit interesting. I'm sure if you've been paying attention to Star Wars Episode 9, you would have already known this. This is probably a year old, if not more than that. But under IMDb, it says that Chris Terrio is writing the script for Star Wars Episode 9. I thought that J.J. Abrams was the only one involved in writing it, so that was a little bit of a surprise to me. Again, if you've been paying attention to Star Wars, I'm sure this isn't new news. But I wasn't 100% sure who that was, so I clicked on the little link there in IMDb, and it says that he made Book of Kings, whatever that is, Heights, Argo, and then the next thing on the list I saw and thought, oh, that's not good news. He is the writer for Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, so I'm not really sure why he's been brought in to quote-unquote help Star Wars from the last installment of The Last Jedi, but I wouldn't say I was very enthusiastic towards Star Wars Episode 9. I certainly wasn't calling for a boycott or anything like that. I'll go see the film, but my hopes for how good the film is aren't very high, and after seeing this, it didn't get higher. I thought, that's pretty terrible news. The guy that wrote Batman v Superman, he's been brought in to help Star Wars. I'm sure this isn't new to anybody that's been paying attention, but that sounds horrible. That sounds very horrible to me, that this is the guy they thought can help the franchise. The Batman v Superman is probably one of the worst box office results that DC's had. I know it made more money globally than Wonder Woman, but it's Batman v Superman, and the thing just absolutely flopped after the first 3 days. I don't see how this guy's going to help any matters to do with Star Wars. It says he also wrote Justice League. I didn't know that. And he's lined up to write Justice League Part 2. So I guess DC are happy with him, and I guess Kathleen Kennedy or Star Wars are happy with him. But I don't know. I think I would have been happier if I clicked his name and it just had a whole pile of stuff I hadn't seen, rather than this is the guy that wrote something that's terrible. He's come to save Star Wars. Now, having said that, I've just thought, obviously, if it did say Rian Johnson is co-writing it with J.J. Abrams, that would be pretty funny. That would be worse, but that would be pretty hilarious if Rian Johnson was actually writing this again. That would be pretty good. Kathleen Kennedy co-writing with J.J. Abrams, that would be even better. That would be pretty good. You would know that they're definitely trolling if it actually said Kathleen Kennedy was co-writing. But I guess things could be worse. But the guy that wrote Batman v Superman, he is writing Star Wars Episode 9. And just lastly here, this was a picture I came across while I was hunting around for a higher resolution version of the quote-unquote leaked Star Wars Episode 9 poster. I couldn't really find a better resolution one than the terrible resolution one I used in my video yesterday. But I thought this looked pretty cool. This is some fan art. It's got a bit of a Luke Skywalker sometime after Return of the Jedi. And, I don't know, that looks like a film I'd go see. So, there's nothing about it. It's not a real film. It's got no title. But just that picture there, that looks like something interesting I'd want to see. I'm sure I probably won't say the same thing about the actual proper Star Wars Episode 9 poster. But anyway, I just thought that was a kind of cool picture that someone's created somewhere. Thanks for listening, and I'll catch you next time.